Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about the weird solutions people look up to fix narcissistic individuals. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So a lot of people really don't know what narcissism is, what narcissistic personality disorder is, or who these narcissists are. Plus, our society is the biggest enabler, I would say. Society enables the narcissists are celebrated, rewarded, and seen in a very good light. Yeah, someone who upholds high moral grounds, someone who upholds ethics, someone who upholds and preaches about the best conduct that is out there for mankind, and a lot of nonsensical things, I mean, which you can see and experience, yeah, with narcissists around you, them bragging a lot of crazy stuff with no evidence or no scientific backup, yeah. But if you question them, you cause them narcissistic injury and they'll come at you. They will label you, run smear campaign, they will summon their flying monkeys, and they will, you know, uh, send them at you, yeah, to harass you, to torment you, and to show you who the boss is, and you should comply to the narcissist, apologize, and be at their feet. So this is who these narcissists are. Narcissists are never spotted or seen alone. Narcissists always build an ecosystem around themselves. Their ecosystem comprises of their flying monkeys, their enablers, and their fellow narcissists and the nascent narcissists, yeah, those who are in the process of becoming a full-blown narcissist. So narcissists are messed up individuals. A lot of people really don't know what narcissism is or what narcissistic personality disorder is. Now with time, with a couple of years, people are getting to know what narcissistic personality disorder looks like, who these narcissists are, the effects of narcissistic abuse. So now it's become quite mainstream. Yeah, people are trying to find out what this narcissistic personality disorder is. And I'm sure with time, more and more awareness will happen and people will get to know, what this narcissistic personality disorder is. Now, a lot of people who are unaware or who have zero knowledge about narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder, they often view narcissistic individuals as someone who's tough, someone who's a little difficult, someone who's like a coconut, hard shell, but must be some kind of softness on the inside. Yeah, I mean, I get to deal with a lot of the victims and survivors, and some of them tell me that there was a time when they used to see the narcissist person as someone who was very difficult, who was very strict, but their heart said that there is a softer side to them. Yeah. Plus the flying monkeys, you know how they are. They are going to say, wait, give time. He's going to change. But after all, he does everything for you. So he has, some amount of love for you. Maybe he doesn't show. Maybe expressing love is a sign of weakness. So a lot of, these narratives are out there to preserve and protect and enable the narcissist. So, these victims, tell me that we genuinely used to feel that he is like this, he's so tough, he's so rough, he's so abusive. And we genuinely felt that it was because he doesn't want to appear to be someone who's weak. And we were told and we were made to believe that there is a soft spot inside of them. So, a lot of these victims, regret, and they tell me that we kept searching for, the good, the soft spot in the narcissist, but we were unable to, find it. And in that entire process of searching that goodness, we wasted a great deal of time. We did waste all our, life, time, energy, money behind the narcissist. Yeah, some of them even stayed in that narcissistic relationship for over 20 years. Yeah, in search. Yeah, hoping that things will be fine one day. I will get a grip, I'll get a hold of that good spot. Yeah, that soft spot in the narcissist. But these poor individuals didn't manage to get that. Yeah, all what they were left with was, regret, resentment. Yeah, that's all, nothing else. So a lot of people are unaware of what narcissism is, though now things are changing. But these individuals who are unaware of narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder, or you can say the ignorant lot. Yeah, those who really don't want to address anything, they want to live in their, la la land, and they want to um, preach what they believe in, and force others also to believe. Yeah, so those folks are big time into normalizing things. Those folks are big time into enabling things. So some of the individuals um, who are really unaware of these things, narcissistic abuse and narcissism, they enable the narcissists and narcissistic ideas and narcissistic abuse. Uh, Sometimes it's knowingly, sometimes it is not knowingly. Yeah, they enable the narcissist. Most of the enablers, of course, they are aware of who this narcissist is, and they also have this wet dream to, play God and, become a narcissist when their time comes. Yeah, but otherwise, some of the lot who are ignorant, who really don't know, who are, the product of dysfunctional homes, they knowingly, unknowingly also enable the narcissist. Yeah, because narcissists, project a self-righteous image in front of the others. I know it all, I'm perfect, this is the right way, there is no other way, or else you're gonna barbecue in hell. That's it, plain and simple. Yeah, there is no third way. It's either the narcissist way, or there is the way that leads you to hell. Yeah, hellfire. Is there a middle path, some other by lane, some other street? Nothing. Yeah. So either you comply and follow their way, or you'll be labeled, discarded, harassed, trolled. Yeah. So this is how things are. So some of these individuals who are unaware also become an enabler for the narcissist. Yeah, because they don't want to do the homework, they don't want to read, study, find out things, they don't want to do all of that. They just want to, go with the league, they just want to go with the herd. Yeah, they are a little sheepish in their head, so they just want to go ahead with whatever people are, going, ahead with. So these lots are the most damaging ones. Yeah, because they are mindless, they don't do their research, they don't study, find out, they just keep enabling it, saying that this is how it is, this is how it is in our culture, this is how it is in our society, you got to do it, otherwise there is no other way, you won't be able to live, you won't be able to survive. That's another, level of abuse, I would say. When they just don't want to hear your side of story, these ignorant lots, and they just want to keep, imposing the narcissistic thoughts and ideas under the guise of culture, society, religion, and you have to follow it. Yeah, and if you ask them for evidence, if you ask them, evidence based facts, related to the things that they are saying, they won't have. They will just get angry. This is how it is. We never question. Our grandfather did the same thing. We have to do it this way. Well, a lot of, ancient people did a lot of crazy things. Are we doing that in today's time? No. Yeah. So we are supposed to learn, evolve, and grow and foster a healthy environment, society, and surrounding. Yeah. Live a good life and let others live a good life too. Yeah. Now, coming back to the weird solutions that people look up to, yeah, in order to fix that narcissistic individual or that difficult person, that difficult one who has some amount of love inside. Yeah. Now let us see what are the weird solutions that people look up to. The first one is get married. If you have a narcissistic family member, get married and become their new supply. If you have a narcissistic son, get him married so that things change. Do narcissists change? No, they are entitled individuals. They never change. They're going to change you and destroy you. Yeah. They are going to burn you to ashes. So, expecting the narcissist to change is another level of foolishness, which is peddled by a lot of people who are unaware of this entire narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder. So, they think that marriage can fix a narcissistic person. Yeah. Marriage can help the partner, to find out that sweet spot, that good spot, that goodness. Yeah. And that goodness overtakes the entire person, and the person becomes an amazing person. That person becomes a lovable person. No, such things don't happen. Yeah. So marriage is not something that transforms or changes a narcissistic person. Instead, all what it does is it brings a new source of supply for the narcissist, yeah, that the narcissist can play with. A new doormat, a new emotional toilet, a new punch bag that the narcissist can use, yeah. So marriage is one of the things that people, look forward to in order to fix that narcissistic person. Marriage changes everyone. Once they have kids, everything changes. Yeah. The responsibility on the shoulder transforms the person. Oh, really? I don't think so. I see them having miserable time after getting married and after having children in hopes of fixing that marriage, in hopes of fixing that person. The kid's life is also ruined, and the partner's life is, of course, ruined. So yes, the first solution that people look up to is marriage. The second is having kids. If marriage is not working out, how can we make it work out with the narcissistic person? Let's have some kids. The motherhood will kick in, the fatherhood will kick in. No, I mean, nothing kicks in. A narcissistic person has this strong sense of, entitlement, and they have this self-centeredness. Yeah, they are very selfish. It's all about them. Yeah, so they may never be able to, become a good father or a good mother. Yeah, so a child, I mean, having a child, having kids is not going to fix a narcissistic parent. Yeah, fix a narcissistic relationship. Instead, you are bringing in more people to be damaged. Yeah, you are bringing in more life in this world to be royally messed up, damaged, and destroyed. Yeah. So, whatever the narcissists touch, it gets destroyed. Yeah. Whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, health wise, financially, it gets destroyed. So, bringing in kids, this notion that the kids are going to transform the dysfunctional, toxic relationship, the kids are going to transform the narcissistic father or mother, and they are going to become very fatherly and motherly. That's a joke, that's a farce, and no one should believe that. Yeah, no one should follow that and abide by such nonsensical remedies, because if you are thinking a kid is going to fix problems, please don't destroy kids life. Yeah, I have seen hell lot of people trying this out to save their toxic marriage, to save their narcissistic relationship. I'll have kid, things will be fine. No, things never change. But one thing is for sure, that the kid's life is also ruined because of the narcissistic parent, because of the narcissistic family members. So please don't do that. That's horrible, and that's the worst thing that you can do. Yeah, bringing in a child in hopes that the child is going to fix the narcissistic relationship. The child is going to transform the narcissist into a angel. Please don't do that. That's horrible. That's being selfish. Yeah. The next solution that uh, people often come up with is, let me just change and be the way how she wants or he wants, and I'll get all that love and affection. No, till the time you are doing things for the narcissist, you might get tiny bit of crumbs here and there to keep you on hook. But transforming yourself, changing yourself so that the narcissist loves you, I think that's absolute stupidity. Narcissist doesn't love you for who you are. Narcissists love you for what you bring on the table. Yeah, narcissists love you for what you can do for them. Yeah, so changing yourself and shape shifting to suit the desire and needs of the narcissist is absolute stupidity. It's not going to take you anywhere. Yeah, you will lose your own self, and at some point you would have nothing good um, from that relationship. You lost your own self in the process of pleasing the narcissist. You don't have any good takeaway. I mean, you're lost. So this is not a good idea to change yourself, to shape shift as per the narcissist needs and requirement. Yeah, I mean, I I have seen people doing that, and prolonging their relationship. I mean, prolonging the period by doing this and somehow trying to survive. But trust me, they are the unhappiest lot. And in society, we get to hear a lot by these enablers and other narcissists that, oh, our marriage was very long. They talk about this longevity, they brag about it. Well, she stayed for 40 years, he stayed for 40 years together, there was no problem, our time the marriage was good. No, that previous generation was very much in enabling abuse. Yeah, so tolerating abuse, compromising abuse, and staying in a relationship and then bragging about the longevity. I mean, how sick can it get? Yeah. According to me, more than longevity, what matters is how happy you are in a relationship. If you are not happy, and if you are just bragging about the longevity and inside it's all dysfunctional and uh, messed up, I mean, that's silly. Yeah, that's just a silly kid bragging about the things that he has done. Yeah, blowing his own trumpet and seeking attention and validation from the others. So a relationship is more than the longevity. Okay, if you are lucky, you have happiness and longevity, but more than longevity, it's the happiness that matters. So surviving a toxic marriage, surviving a narcissistic relationship for 40 years is not going to make you a martyr. Yeah, so we need to unlearn that. It's pure shit. Yeah, but it is being forced on people. No, this is how it is, ancient times, this and that, all that crap is there. So yes, longevity of a toxic marriage, or bragging about longevity, I mean, when we know that the marriage or relationship is toxic, dysfunctional, messed up, I think it's absolute stupidity. Yeah. More than longevity, what matters is the understanding, the cooperation, the growth, yeah, conflict resolution, emotional availability, providing safe space to each other to open up and be themselves. I think that is what matters, rather than this 10 years and 20 years of surviving toxic marriage. There's nothing to brag about. Yeah, so we need a little awareness on that subject. The next weird solution that people look up uh, to fix the narcissistic individual is spirituality, spiritual healing. I'll get this amulet, he'll be fixed. I'll get this, chanting done and he'll be fixed. I mean, how is that even possible? How can you make an abuser a better person with an amulet? How can you fix a broken person with some chanting? Yeah, I mean, then we wouldn't be having, prisons and judiciary and law and order. We wouldn't need all of that. Yeah, we would have just this amulets and chanting and incense and candle and voodoo dolls, and problems would have been solved. Yeah, so this is also there, that people often look up to spirituality, spiritual remedies, therapies, in hopes that it's going to fix that person, that dysfunctional, in this case of course the narcissistic individual. And I mean, that's absolutely lie. A narcissistic person is suffering from narcissistic personality disorder, and amulets can't heal narcissistic personality disorder. Amulets cannot change the way how a person thinks. Chantings cannot do that. If that was the case, our planet would have, become crime free long back. Yeah, but that's not how it is. So I mean, that's another nonsensical solution that people look up to in hopes to fix the narcissistic individual. The next weird solution that people look up to is give time. Time fixes everything. When family grows big, he's going to change. When family grows big, she's going to change. Nothing changes. Narcissistic person becomes more toxic. Yeah, with time they become more narcissistic, they become more toxic and dysfunctional. With time it becomes difficult, and it's almost unbearable to be with such individuals with time. So there is nothing good that happens. Things become more toxic, things become more enmeshed in a wrong way. Dysfunctionality skyrockets, your health gets messed up, everything gets messed up. So giving time to a narcissistic relationship is one of the worst suggestions and idea. I mean, nothing changes. The sooner you accept the fact that that's how things are going to be, that's it. It's easy, it's better. Yeah, so nothing changes. Yeah, this hope thing often keeps the victims trapped in the narcissistic relationship. My mom will change, my husband will change, my father will change, yeah, my wife will change. No one changes. They become more toxic. Yeah, they become more narcissistic with time. Yeah, so until and unless they don't do the inner work themselves, nothing is going to change. No matter you give 1 year or 10 year or 20 years to the relationship, nothing changes. If I don't choose to change, how can giving me 10 years I mean change me? Nothing is going to change me. I need to change myself. Yeah, so and that is because I have empathy, I have ability to self-reflect. Yeah, so if there is something wrong in me, I would sit, think, and then I would look forward to change and improve things. But with narcissistic folks, they have inability to self-reflect. They think they are perfect, so they are not going to change with time. They are going to become more entitled and toxic. Yeah, with time. The next weird solution that people often look up to is that pray to God and God is going to change the narcissistic person. Yeah, so keep praying to him. He will be transformed and he will change. But does that really happen? No. Yeah. So we know that there is some issue with that, process. So, if praying would transform people, we would have zero, crime on this planet. Yeah, because everyone would have been praying, praying and praying, and in hopes that, criminals are going to transform, rapists are going to transform, terrorists are going to transform, but none of such thing happens. Yeah. So we know how effective that is. I mean, for some it might work. I mean, in some instances, or whatever it is. But when we look at narcissistic people, they don't, change if you pray to God. Yeah. So, I mean, in this, time and era, relying on prayers to fix a narcissistic person, relying on prayers to fix a psychopath, an abuser, I think, if that is, the way people are looking forward to, if that is the solution that people are looking forward to, those individuals, need evaluation. Those individuals need, help and support. In some cases, therapy as well. So praying doesn't fix a person. If he or she is not interested to change, a third person praying, I don't think that works out. Yeah. So that's how it is. And people, do a lot of, crazy things in hopes that things are going to change. My mom is going to change, my dad is going to change, my husband is going to change, my wife is going to change. I'll pray, pray and pray, and they are going to change. But you are dealing with someone who is suffering from a personality disorder or mental health condition. So prayers might not be effective. Therapy will be of some use. Yeah, for those who are praying, and for, those who these folks are praying for, the narcissistic people. Otherwise, there is no, solution to it. I mean, the last one we know, go no contact. And the last solution that people look up to fix a narcissistic individual is money. Get more money. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me get into wrong activity. Let me earn more. Let me bring more money. My mother is going to love me more. My dad is going to love me more. My wife is going to love me more. My husband is going to love me more. If money is something that will make others love you, I don't think that's a healthy relationship. It's a transactional relationship. Yeah. So till the time you have money, love will be there. The moment you'll have less, or the moment you don't have, those relationships are just going to, fade away. They are going to discard you. Yeah. So, money is not going to, change, transform, or heal a narcissistic person, a narcissistic individual. Yeah. Money can definitely, help you with the quality of life that you are living. Money can really add more convenience, but can money change a person who is sick up here? You can use that money to get therapy. You can use that money to get that person, to visit the psychiatrist or a psychologist, therapist. But can, money fix that person, a narcissistic person in this case? The answer is no. Yeah. So these are some of the weird solutions, people look up to, in hopes that, they'll be able to transform and fix the narcissistic individual. And we know that none of this fix the narcissistic individual until and unless they don't have this awareness, until and unless they don't accept the fact that, they need help, there's something wrong with them. You cannot fix, prayers cannot fix, money cannot fix, nothing can fix them. Yeah. So yes, this was it. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, lots of love and blessings to all of you. Don't ignore the red flags, and don't fall in trap of all these weird solutions. Yeah, what if I do this, things are going to change. What if I do this, things are going to change. An entitled individual, a narcissistic individual, a toxic individual will forever be the way they are till the time they don't choose to heal and change. Yeah, it's up to them, it's not up to you. Yeah, so please take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.